Hey everyone, welcome back to Real and Raw. Today's topic is about teeth. Teeth are important for a number of reasons. Number one, you need them to chew stuff, to chew food, to be able to swallow once you've chewed on the food enough and not choke. And another reason would be for the purpose of having confidence. So when you smile and your teeth are looking good, normally one could feel more confident about themselves, reasonably so. And then the third thing, or an additional reason why they're important, is because we could be perceived negatively or positively depending on the appearance of our teeth. So, for example, if we got a beautiful white, straight smile, normally it's perceived positively by the public. On the flip side, if we have a not so attractive smile, there's severe discoloration, or your teeth are missing, or all jacked up, they're all crooked, it's not going to warrant the most positive of responses from the public. And that's just the way it is. Okay. So on this channel, the people that are listening, these are the people, presumably, that are reality based. They don't want people to beat around the bush about shit. We want to hear about real talk about how we really feel or how things really are, and that's it. So, the first thing I want to talk about with regards to teeth is hygiene. More specifically, the odor that comes from your mouth. Now, if your breath smells clean, that's perceived most of the time, if not all of the time, very positively. On the flip side, when they smell like shit, when there's a terrible odor coming from your mouth, when it smells like an animal literally died in your mouth, well, reasonably so, that's normally perceived negatively. Okay. I want to bring up an example of when I was more in touch with a certain person whom I was messing around with, and he's a good looking man, beautiful bone structure. He looks great. But the downside about him was, and continues to be, his dental hygiene. His teeth are discolored and his breath smells incredibly bad. I've already told him, hey, have you gone to the dentist recently? If you haven't, you should go. There's a very, very disturbing odor coming from your mouth. I say this with all the love in the world because you're a good looking dude. I just want to see you thrive. I just want to see you healthy. Don't do a disservice to yourself by not going to the dentist. There's no substitution. You need to go and seek the help of a professional to make sure your dental hygiene is on point. He said he was going to go, and then I saw him like months to a year later. Doesn't appear like anything changed. Maybe the color, I think, actually improved because there wasn't so much discoloration. However, the odor was still very much there. It was profusely disgusting. I mean, it was on another level nasty. Um, Again, to me, that's an indication of neglect. You have to go to the dentist to get your teeth professionally cleaned. Unless you're the professional and you have the medical know-how and you want to perform it on yourself, I don't know what to think about that. But if you're not, you need to go see someone that knows what the fuck they're doing. Let them clean your teeth, discuss your concerns with them, let hear them out, and then take action thereafter, whatever you need to do to address whatever concerns are happening there, whatever is there. You got to brush your teeth. You got to floss. If you're not brushing your teeth or flossing, that's you're going to allow for bacteria to thrive. If you're not on point with your dental hygiene, you know, it, it can get so bad. In fact, I think what you can end up with gingivitis, you can end up with periodontitis, you can end up losing your teeth, you can even end up with like severe medical conditions, I think, that are even heart related. You'll have to do your research on that. I'm not a medical professional, but I have read about those things. And that's quite concerning. Last time I checked, don't a lot of us want to keep our teeth? Don't a lot of us want to be able to talk to people and not offend people with the odor of our mouths? And if you don't give a fuck, let this be a wake up call to you that you need to care. And no, gum is not going to solve the problem. Mints are not going to solve the problem. The source of the problem is how good is your hygiene, or if you have underlying medical conditions, it's probably to your benefit to get those professionally addressed by a medical professional. I think the word here that would describe that would describe odor of the mouth is called halitosis. Now, from what I've read, it could be a number of things that are causing that. So, of course, you have to consult with a medical or dental professional to find out the source cause of that. But nonetheless, it's offensive. Not a lot of people are going to want to be too close to you because it's going to be like, God damn, bro, that shit's foul. And then who are we? We're the fucking bitches or assholes because we say something about it? No. No, we're not. We're trying to help you out. I'm not out here trying to be some mean girl. I'm just trying to shed light on the truth. If you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. Now, the second thing I want to talk about regarding teeth is tooth or teeth discoloration. That can be caused by a number of things. We've all seen it at some point, I think. Yellowing, browning, blackening of the teeth, in fact, which probably is indicative of rotting teeth. Or maybe you just have too much coffee and now it's starting to discolor your teeth. I'm not shaming anybody. Again, this is just to bring awareness and to promote, action. Promote people taking action on addressing these very real concerns. It ain't the business. Okay, the discoloration of teeth is not the business. It is unattractive. And again, I'm not saying people are wrong or bad or you're deserving of less respect or dignity. I'm not saying that. I'm just keeping it real. It's not attractive. Generally, it's not. I mean, and I'm talking about from the perspective of an American here living in America. Um, the U.S. It's generally not seen as attractive. Um, Again, go to a medical professional and get their advice as to what you can do to address that. I've seen some people get the teeth whitening strips, or they'll get the charcoal toothpaste. Now, I'm not necessarily promoting those things because those come with drawbacks. And again, you can Google them yourself. But I've heard anything from increased sensitivity of the teeth, which is again is uncomfortable. Uh, if you use charcoal toothpaste consistently, or if you leave on the strips for too long, or maybe your teeth are already sensitive, so maybe that is not the most ideal thing. Again, you need to consult with the professional about that. But I mean, there are different ways, whether it's natural or man made, to address discoloration of the teeth. It is to your benefit to not only address the odor problem, but also to address the discoloration problem of your teeth. And finally, the last point or thing I want to talk about regarding teeth is how straight they are. This is kind of controversial because there's going to be people coming at me saying, well, not all of us have the privilege of affording braces. I understand braces are expensive, but to play devil's advocate here, at least in some cases, there's a payment plan available. So whether that's through a credit card or otherwise, I think it's worth looking into so you're not having to pay the whole chunk out of pocket. And if you have medical insurance, in some cases, it depends on what you have, how much percentage they're going to cover, but it's worth doing your research and seeing, okay, how can I afford uh, orthodontic services? because that's what you're doing. You're seeing an orthodontist or maybe even an oral surgeon if your teeth are that crazy, uh, to straighten your teeth. Now, I've had braces for 2.5 years. I was a brace face. I didn't even have the brackets that were the same color as my teeth. I didn't have Invisaligns. I had good old fashioned braces for 2.5 years. Yes, it was uncomfortable at times, especially in the beginning, because they feel like they're kind of cutting into your tissue, like underneath the lips. Because again, it's metal. Your mouth isn't used to that, so they give you the wax. Sometimes, I mean, it takes extra. It's a little bit extra work to take care of them in terms of cleaning them. I had this thing on the roof of my mouth where I had to turn it with this thingy that I had to stick in there, and I had to turn it, and it was meant to expand the roof of my mouth. I don't even know what that device is called that they put in there, but I had to have that on for a little bit. Um, yeah, so I know that it can be uncomfortable, and I'm not here to say otherwise. But the outcome, when I got them taken off, first of all, I couldn't stop licking my teeth because they felt so slick. Um, but it was so amazing to see the after result. It was just so incredible. I'm like, wow, my teeth are straight. This is fucking awesome. Now I'm going to be smiling all the time because I have this newfound confidence. I don't have to worry about what people are going to think of my teeth. I don't have to worry about closing my mouth when I really want to smile and grin and show my teeth. I don't have to worry about that shit. So that's a worry off of your shoulders, you know? So if you can find a way to somehow afford them, it's worth every single penny to get orthodontic services. Every single penny. Having a beautiful smile is priceless. Where they're clean, not discolored, and straight, that's like the holy trinity of a beautiful smile. It really is. And I don't know that anybody would dispute that with me. That is of sound mind and reason. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much all I wanted to say about that. I do highly encourage people to not neglect their dental health and to invest in the appearance of their teeth, because you don't have to worry about people talking shit or thinking odd thoughts about you, or God forbid treat you differently, or even stay away from you because of everything that I just mentioned. Your teeth are worth every single penny of an investment, and I will never say otherwise. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Stay tuned for the next video. Take care.